Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host Don Vic. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all already know the vibes. We're in the building, baby. Woo wee, ooh wee. So I hope you guys are having a great day, boy, because I sure am. And here in the building, got my son Stacks in the building in the background, and my other son Spaz. They're here in the building as well. So I want to big shout out to all the viewers that watch and support the show. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, great. I love you guys. Thank you so much for that. Big shout out to Power Post Network, the P3 family, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everybody that follows me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. So, as you guys know, lately I've been having a lot of the guests coming on my show from the movie Desert Finds, and they've been great on the show. So today we have another guest on the show from Desert Finds, also a musician, vocalist, of course, actor, Joe Gonzalez. He'll be on the show in a few minutes, and we're going to bring him on and find out exactly, what was his character and what was his experience on set. So, big shout out to everybody again, and I got my guests here on the panel, so we're going to bring them on and talk to my brother Jose Gonzalez. So please welcome Jose Gonzalez to the show. What's up? What's going on, baby?
You got me? You hear me good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, I'm great, dude. A little early in the morning for me. I know it's noon for me though. But
yeah. What time? You're in Cali, right?
Yeah, I'm in Cali, so it's like 12 o'clock. I mean, some people say that's still noon, but dude, like I just woke up like 2 hours ago, or I've been like just so busy, dude, with the whole Desert Fiend project going on, and then I got my music video I'm working on now too as well. It's like no rest for the wicked, preparing for this show too. Like I've been just excited. I've been excited. I can't sleep, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end, dude. It's like a blessing in disguise. I tell everybody I'm stressed with blessed.
that's good. I that's the first time I hear that one. Stressed and blessed. That's awesome. So you're a musician, you're a vocalist, you're an actor. When did this all start for you? When did you decided that you want to become an actor?
I've always wanted to act, like low key. I've always wanted to act. Even my wife would tell me like, you deserve to be on TV. Like you need to be on TV. Like I'm just a funny guy. Like when I hang out with people, I'm always cracking jokes. I make faces, random faces, expressions. I really don't care. Like I like to make people laugh. So she's like, you need to be on TV one day, like something like that. And I just sort of like, yeah, but I don't have the time to go to like film school or acting classes and things like that. Like I have I have a day job, which I'm the main head household income here. So I need to make my money to provide. I need guaranteed money. And I know back then it was a little harder. You had to audition. You got to have like acting class sessions, background, and all that. So they wouldn't just take anybody in a movie or any kind of role. It was tough for me. So I mean, I stuck to music. But then I got to do music videos with that too. So that got me introduced to being in front of a camera. Learn not to look directly into the camera when you're filming something. So I got some pointers off that. So I took advantage of music videos and started doing that for my acting. And then I realized there were certain musicians that I found that they were actors too. Dave Sheridan, everyone knows him as Officer Goofy. He's a rock star and a movie star. So I'm like, damn, if this guy can do it, hell, let me try it out, So luckily I got introduced to the Indiegogo. So I found that was my easy access way in, like a guaranteed way in. But like I said, yeah, anyone can do it, yes, but it's up to you to deliver when you're actually there. Because yeah, you can get in a movie now without having to audition, but if you don't deliver, no one's gonna really want you back again. You know, they can put you back out or something. But you got to make sure you're delivering and you got what it takes, and that's what you want to do. Don't just do it just because like, oh, I want my 15 minutes of fame because that guy's doing it. I want to be cooler than him, so I'm gonna jump in and do it myself. No, you're not gonna deliver, and that's not what you want to do. Don't bother.
Yeah, yeah. Delivery is important, especially if you don't have to audition and you're going in because someone else is co-signing for you. Just bringing you in on the strength of them. You definitely got to perform, not just for you, but for them as well, because it's their word, you know, to bring you into the set. So it's you really have to perform and bring your best out. Acting
What's
it.
up, Joel? I see you there, man.
Who's there?
Joel, Big Joel.
Oh, Joe. Yeah, Joe is there.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
sir.
My glasses broke on set, so like I'm not blind, but it's like you squeeze and see what you guys are saying. You know, if I go
Right.
cockeyed, I'm trying to read one thing and look at Don Pick with the other. So don't mind
Yeah.
me.
Right. So tell us a little bit of your experience on set of Desert Finds. What was
Man,
your experience on that?
I had a great experience. It was very exhausting and tiring, but it was all worth it in the end. So I mean, I have a character. I'm playing one of the mutants. I'm playing one of the mutants D head. So I was on there. I had to get makeup and all that, and I was in makeup one day for at least 12 hours, and I only probably filmed 4 hours in that makeup. But Eric Yoder he did a really great job. Eric and Monique did a really, really great job on the
Yes.
details on all our mutant masks and everything. Even the blood effects was amazing. So they had to get me in makeup early because they were also like directing and helping out on the sidelines as well. So they wouldn't have time to just do it right before my scene. So I was
Right.
stuck in that mask for a while. One of the most it's fun to see myself. I can't even tell you guys what I look like. You guys don't know what I look like. You won't know until the movie's out. We're keeping the mutant faces hidden. You guys are gonna be in for a treat when you guys see this. It's like I was looking at myself all day in the mirror. I was like, damn, I just can't believe what I look like. And that
Yeah.
goes for the other two. We had two other guys. Zach plays a mutant. Jeff plays a mutant.
Oh wow.
It's it's really exciting.
I
But
can't wait. I can't wait to see it, Joe.
yeah,
Because I
uh,
was, yeah, I was there for the beginning of it. So I left like a week later, but you guys continued. So I didn't see all that other side that was um recorded. So uh I
it's
can't
just
wait.
it's very interesting. Something you've never really seen before. So this is like a very very good experience for me right now. It's like it's my first lead role as well as the villain. So it's really cool. I'm just walking around in that out in that mask. Like people are looking at me. I'm like, wow. Like it's kind of hard to hide myself from people. I mean, we couldn't have people take pictures with us and things like that, so they would have to hide me a little bit or just make sure people aren't taking pictures. But it was a great experience because knowing people want to take pictures with me, I was like, I felt great. Like that's a
Yeah.
good experience. Like people didn't realize when I didn't have my mask on, nobody knew who I was. Nobody they were like, oh hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey, yeah. But then
Yeah.
I got on. Everybody's like, oh hey, how's it going, man? Like they don't even realize the same guy you guys just blew off like a few minutes ago.
That's funny. You just
But
blew me off 5 minutes ago.
yeah. So
Yes.
it's always cool. But like when I got to meet Jeff, I never met Jeff or Zach before this project. But like once I found out who they were gonna play with, I made sure I gave them their appreciation because I love taking pictures with these guys out of the mask and with the mask to show the appreciation of who played the character. Like because there's a person inside that's making that character.
That's right.
So that was a really cool experience. Originally I was supposed to only actually do the bloody gory concert scene. That's what I signed up for when Sean reached out to me check out his project. I was like, ooh, I read it's the Indiegogo. I read the topic of what the story was going to be about, and I loved it. Just like a band that I love called War. It's literally like aliens, monsters on a concert that kills people on stage. Blood goes into the crowd. So I was like, I read that, and I seen there was an opportunity for that. I'm like, I want it. That's my life right there. I can do that. And
Right.
then eventually, I was vending at an event with my wife. She has a booth called James River Creation, and Sean had passed by. It was in the Inland Empire, I believe. He swung by, and I told him, "Hey, Sean, look, I'm going to be in your movie." I was excited to talk to him, meet him in person. Finally, I didn't know he was going to be there. And then I was telling him, "Hey, if no one picks up that last mutant perk, like I'm interested. Let me know." And he just didn't even bother to wait. He just said, "You know what? If you want it, you got it. You got it. Like I'll work with you. We'll make plans about getting it situated, but like I'll lock it in for you." So I'm like, "Cool." So Sean's a really good guy. I do want to give him a big thanks for his opportunities he's given me. He's a really great guy. Same with Nicole. Like they both did a really, really great job. They were there every day of the set. I'm over here complaining and tired because I was there the majority of the time. Even on my days off of shooting, I stayed at the Airbnb with four other actors, and I was the
Right.
only one with transportation. So
Right.
I was giving them a ride to set too. So even on my days off when I was supposed to relax, I still had to go take these guys to the set. And it was like a 40-minute to 55-minute drive to
Yes.
just
Yes. I can co-sign for that. I can co-sign for that because I was there and I saw you. We spoke upon that. You was like, "Yeah, I'm on my day off. I'm just bringing the guys back." You remember that by the
yeah,
stairs? We were standing by the stairs. We were talking. You was telling me that. I was like, "Wow!" And you
yeah.
were there. You was a great supporter. I can definitely say that and a great help too.
Yeah,
Um,
while I was there, like even if I wasn't acting, I would say I would let Sean know, Nicole, anybody know, like, hey, what can I help you guys out with? So
yes.
because I wasn't gonna drive 50 minutes there, go back home, and then come back 50 minutes to pick them up again, another 50-minute back. And so I was like,
Right.
I'm gonna stay on set, and it was actually a great thing that I did because a lot of the actors were actually scheduled on my off day. So if I wouldn't have shown up, I wouldn't have got to meet these people and work with these people side by side. But I managed to pay some dues. Like that's the way I am. Like I like to pay my dues. I mean, I know I paid my way to get in, but I still want to earn some more respect. So that way, when the sequel comes in, it's a more of a guarantee. They're gonna be like, yeah, let's get this guy. This guy was really great on set. He did a great job acting, but he also helps in the sideline when we need him to
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I do my music all on my own myself, so I know what it takes. I know how hard it is. Getting the set location, a director, having to do everything on your own. Like I don't do Indiegogos or anything like that. I just kind of save up my own things, and I do one thing a year. Like I'll release one track a year. Then the following year, I'll make a music video for that song. So like I just
Right.
save up that money for that one specific project. So anything I could have done, I was bouncing the lighting. I was like, hey, let me help you guys out with this. But I seen like one of the guys was holding two boards, and it was windy as hell. Like Mother Nature was not on our side during that whole shoot.
Right. I know. It wasn't, Joe. Was you there for when it was raining and snowing out there?
Yep,
Yeah, you
rain,
was. You was.
snow,
You was. And you were standing right next to me.
bad. We kind of missed almost a whole days of shoot because of the rain. So like a lot of things had to get stretched out. Maybe some things might have gotten cut out, things like that. There's a lot of stuff that happened on set. Like we've had some situations. I don't want to bring names, but like we had drama on set with some of the
Oh,
crew. It kind of upset me because it was during the middle of one of my main moments that I was hoping for. I was working with Sean on that scene as well. Like, I was chasing Sean on stage, and then things happen. People got upset about certain things. I don't want to get too far into details, none of them.
right.
But yeah, we had to kind of cut my scene short and little details. But I know they told me I'll be get partnering with Eric Yoder because he's down here in California as well. So anything that we need to pick up, any kind of extra detailed gory stuff, I can still film some extra things if we need to pick anything up. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, that's one of the experiences I had over there. It's not always all fun and games. There's
Right.
some stuff happens sometimes. I know my first day I got there, I met up with Sean, and Sean was shooting a scene where he's driving his car, but then I guess he had a phone call, something about the RV. He had an issue with an RV dilemma, and then he was just like furious. He was just like cursing out loud, and just like it was hilarious. I was like, is this for reals or is this part of his scene? Like I can't really tell. But Sean's a great actor. He's not just a good director and everything. Like
Yes.
he's a great actor as well. So I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm like, should I be like I don't know, concerned right now, or am I just supposed to be this guy's really good at his job? Like I couldn't tell. That guy's great.
Right. And so is Mike, the other director. Was it Michael?
Yeah, Michael Ochoa. They're all
Yeah.
everybody was great. Like everybody, the whole cast and crew was amazing. Like I've never ever been on a set where I really got along with everybody where it did feel like family. I've been watching the other podcasts with everybody on with Joel, Nicole, everybody. We all say the same thing. Like we all became family. Like it was a great feeling because I miss you guys. Like I miss you guys. I wish I could see you guys. Can't wait for the premiere so we can all hang out again. But like at least thanks to you, Don, we get to do this, and we get to all chat with each other again, see each other again, share experiences,
Yeah.
laugh about everything. It
Yeah.
was an awesome experience.
Yes.
Me and
Well,
Zach, Jeff, we had a great time together. For our lunches,
yeah.
we had to wear our masks. We couldn't take our masks off, and we couldn't eat with our hands, no hand food, because we couldn't ruin the mask. It was glued to our face.
Right.
So when we were eating, we just looked like old people eating. Like we're like I was cutting my food like with a knife, plastic knife, and I just like try to eat like, oh, I couldn't even get it in my mouth sometimes, like because I can't see where the holes are at. But we just looked like old people trying to eat. It was hilarious.
How was it? How was it working with Zachary?
Zachary, now knowing what he does and like his back history, like I would have assumed he was like a cocky guy, like big Hollywood dude, but he was like amazing. Like I got along with him from the first moment he walked through the door because he's actually one of the actors that I stayed with at Airbnb, and we got along right away. He's like told me he's Cuban. I'm happy he's Cuban.
Yes, yes,
I was like,
Cuban.
well,
Yeah.
I know we got some Cuban mutants up in here now.
Yes, Cuban.
He's a big wrestling fan, so he just told me about all his stories. And he hung out with Hulk Hogan. He told me about the movies he's been in, like Magic Mike, Baywatch, and all that. You need to get that guy on this show soon too.
Yeah,
He told
definitely
me
want
about
to get Zachary
his
on.
car accident and everything. So like, yeah, I thought somebody with that kind of rep would be like a little more cocky and things like that, but it's totally opposite. That guy was really cool as hell. Like he's one of like my favorite persons I got to meet and hang out with. I
Yeah,
was on set with him, taking him to his sets when he had to shoot.
yeah.
Took a lot of photos on set when we weren't shooting. He was like a good buddy. Like it just seemed like we were best friends and we barely met. So it was really great working with him.
It's yeah, it's funny. I met him. We spoke briefly because we was doing stuff and we was running back and forth. But we he seems like a great guy, and I
Yeah.
definitely want to bring him aboard the show so we can talk and see what his experience was behind the scene. And what character he played. So is this your first comedy and horror film?
No, it's actually my second. So my first movie I ever did was called The Demons Within. None
Hmm.
of my movies are still out yet. I just filmed my first movie in September. I had to go to Ohio. That one gave me a little issue because when I made my deal to work with them, I asked if it was going to be shot in Los Angeles, and they said, "Yeah, it will be." I'm like, "Okay, then I'll do it." This is my first time in a movie, so like, I want to be somewhere local for me. And then eventually, the director had a lot going on, so he ended up giving the project back to a different director, which was based in Ohio. So then I had to fly to Ohio. They're like, "Do you still want to do it?" I'm like, "Well, I told everybody I'm going to be in a movie." I'm like, "I'm not one to just tell people one thing and then back out. Like, if I commit to something, I'm going to commit to it all the way. I have to do what I got to do." So I mean,
Right.
I had to buy my own flight to Ohio. I got to get my own hotel stay to Ohio. Like, so it was just a little wreck. But once I got there, they treated me like family as well, but it was like just one day only that I was really there, like a day and a half maybe. But I just do a small scene in that one. I'm like a mental patient. I go crazy and flip a table. But that one's just like a possession film. My second film I got into is called Area 5150. That's a sci-fi horror comedy. So almost similar to this because it is kind of like a Hills Have Eyes meets Aliens type of thing.
Mhm.
And that's where I did a cameo of myself. They said, "You're a musician, so I want you to be like the musician watching a podcast. So I wrote a little hook chorus line for that movie when I was there. And they were like, "Hey, man," they really loved it. They were blown away. They were like, "Hey, can you write a whole song?" Which is why I'm like, "Hell yeah, I can." So now that's why I wrote this song, Sci-Fi Sam. It's inspired by the movie. So it's not a song of the movie. It's inspired by the movie. I usually podcast Sci-Fi Sam, who's a person I'm watching in the movie. In that movie, I'm watching that show and I'm reacting to it. But I have my guitar and as a musician, like, "Hey, check this out," like. So yeah, I wrote the song for them. They can have it. I'm like, we can use it in the movie. If not, whatever. I have fun either way. The song came out really awesome. Everybody loved it. So now I want to shoot a music video for it, which is what I'm gonna do. And I actually got Brett Wagner to jump on board with me right now too. So he's in the Desert Fiends as well. So when I was talking to him in the green room, I was telling him about my music video. I told him like, "Oh yeah, one of the actors in that movie's gonna be in it." Like, I have a few people that are in this movie. He's like, "Oh, why didn't you ask your friend to get in the music video?" I'm like, "Who's talking?" He just looks at me like, "Hmm." I'm like, "Oh, damn." Like I'm still starstruck, dude. Like I'm starting my career in acting, and I'm hanging out with like celebrities. Like it's like it's surreal. Like I'm still starstruck. I don't feel comfortable. Like, "Hey, can you get in my movie?" I feel like they're gonna start thinking I'm just one of those guys. Like, "Oh, now that I met you, like I can put you in anything I want to make myself famous." That's not the point.
Right. Yeah.
The people I casted on my music video are people that actually helped me throughout my journey. Like if I posted something, they actually shared it. They liked it and they talked about me. Like I got a blogger that I announced last night. Adventures with David. Like he's a blogger. Every event I go to with my wife where she vends, he's filming every vendor booth and just giving them some kudos, some exploitations, promos. So this is the way I can give back to him. Like you help everybody else out, so let me help you out and give you a spotlight. And he's excited because it's like his first time on the set now. So it's something new to him. And same thing. Like my wife, I'm gonna have her in there because she has her booth in that horror events. That's also where like Brett Wagner's been signing at some of her events too. So we're doing big things together, and then she helps me because I can go to her booth and promote myself as well. She lets me help me promote myself, and she doesn't have to do that, but I do. So it's like anyone I've casted in this video is someone that helped me in some way, and I like to give back to people. And then I'm gonna hear, I already know it. I'm gonna hear from some people like, "Oh, why didn't you hit me up?" And then they're like,
Right.
"Well, I didn't hit you up because you weren't anywhere around. People only want to hang out with you. Once they start seeing you do things. That's one thing I respected about you. Like before I even made it to set, I seen the call mentioning that you were going to be doing interviews and things like that. I'm like, all right, let me check what this Don Vic's all about. And I went to your page. I see some of your interviews.
Yeah.
You were talking about the same way. Like everybody wants that free spot and all that. Like, hey, get me on the show, or how can I get in the movie? Like, where were you at this whole time? Like, you
Yeah.
guys wait for those opportunities for once we can make it, we can just get you in. I'm like, that's not the way it is. Like,
No.
I worked hard to get where I'm at. People think like, oh, look at this guy. Now he's in the movie. He thinks he's all that. I'm like, no, don't know what I've been through. Like,
Right.
I'm broke. Like I'm broke some most of the times. Like I'm investing all my money to my projects to do this stuff.
Right.
But they want, oh yeah, you're rich and famous now. I'm like, no, not rich and not famous because these movies haven't even came out yet.
Right.
People don't know. So
Yeah.
I don't have any money like to really like give out hand out to everybody. But whatever I am, I'm investing in myself and my projects. And Desert Fiend happens to be one of the projects I want to invest in a lot. My music
Right.
video, I invest in a lot. So people don't understand, what you have to go through to get to where you're at. They just see where you're at, but they don't know the struggles of the stress level you've gone through. All the long nights, sleepless nights, all the
Yeah.
struggle.
And
I know a lot of people on set were feeling that too. I seen Nicole. She was on there every day. She had to get lunch for people, and then things were getting complicated. Like, do you want this or do you want that? But she had to get that order for like what 20 people or so. Like,
yeah, maybe
and
more.
I respect that about her. Like she really took care of us. Like she was a mother of the set. Like and she kept it professional. She didn't like lash out on anybody when she was upset. Like she kept everything very professional. Like that's what I respect about the crew. Like nobody did anything wrong or crazy, ridiculous out of hand.
Yeah. And
We
do
got
you
going.
how many movies have you done? It's so far.
So this was my third. This is my third that I'm actually coming out in. I did help fund another movie, but it was just more of a like animate my face in the credits and the ending of the credits. But like physically acting is just three. This is my third, and I'm pretty sure Desert Fiends 2 will be my fourth.
Right.
Make it happen, Nicole, Sean. Make it happen.
That's right.
You got to come back with buns of steel, though. I got to get them surgical steel buns now.
Right. How do you prepare yourself for to do a scene, to read the script? What does it take
So,
you, or what do you do to prepare yourself?
well, I read the script. Like, so before I get to set, I read the whole script, so I know I have an idea what I was doing when I was at home before I flew out, drove out actually. I had my wife kind of read some of the lines before my lines, and then she would help me, prepare for the scene so I can see how I'm gonna perform it. I gotta move the neck motions, head motions, arm motions, like body posture is all important with what you gotta say too. So I
Right.
had my wife help me out at home, and but once I was on set, I knew it was my day of shooting. I just kind of prepared my lines, just kind of read them over in my head. I keep my eyes closed, and I just kind of like talk to myself in my head. I know a lot of people were noticing me when people weren't filming, they like to mingle around, talk to everybody, catch up, introduce themselves, and things like that. What I was doing is, if I didn't have anybody around me, I just kind of paced back and forth. Like I would pace back and forth with my eyes closed, just like pretending I'm doing my motions, like I'm about to kill somebody. So pretty sure a lot of people on set were looking at me like this guy's freaking weird. Like he's just like chopping the air or something like. But I would just have to mentally prepare myself, just like back and forth, pace myself back and forth, just walking around to myself. I keep it alone. But like I said, if anybody passed by and decide to say hi or talk to me, I made time for them. Like I don't push anybody away or like say, hey, I'm too busy or I'm trying to focus here. Like I made sure I talked to everybody. I was respectful to everybody. I loved everybody I got to meet. Yeah, that's how I prepare myself. I just kind of like close my eyes, just pace back and forth, and just rehearse my scenes and my motions. You got to do. It's not just remembering your lines because a lot of the stuff that happened, we had to improv. So I
Yes.
remember like my lines like by memory. So then when it comes to doing our scene, they were like, "Oh, how about you do this? Say something like this. Say something like this instead." And like I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like they put you on the spot. So like, luckily I'm good at that, dude. I've learned how to sneak away from things at my job and if I'm slacking off. You're like, oh no, you know what? I was looking at the time and so like you got to come up with some stuff out of nowhere. So that is a fun part too, though, because I want to say that during my a lot of my scenes, there was always somebody that would not want to do a certain thing that they didn't like. Like, okay, like this kill scene, like I don't want to be killed this way, or I don't want this to be happening to me. I'm like, you got the script, like. Why did you wait last minute to say that now? So now we had to kind of come up with our own stuff and kind of figure it out without wasting any time. We're on this. So luckily, like there were some things I could just pop up my head. How about we just do this? Let's just do this way. Let's do this that way, and blah blah blah.
Right.
And Sean was really cool. He's like, oh yeah, I like that. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So I like that creative freedom that he kind of gives us too. Like obviously, he gives us one direction, but when we throw in our 2 cents, he says, I love it. Let's do it. Like he's never like,
Right.
no, I'm the boss. You're gonna do it my way. It wasn't never a
Right.
situation like that. So
Right. And that's good when you're working with directors like that, because
yeah,
that all ideas ain't bad ideas. You know what I mean?
right.
So if you can bring that attention to the director when he's doing something, you think you got something that can fit to it, that will make it look better, then why not try it out and see how it looks? At least,
Yeah. Like I
So,
said, with that rain stopping us from shooting, majority of the day, we hadn't lost a lot of time. And there was one of these actors that paid to get killed in the movie, and he was kind of just upset because we were gonna possibly have to pull out his scene. Like he was very upset. So unfortunately, with one of the situations that I had where they didn't want really any more blood to be involved on set because of what
right,
happened, we had to change things up a lot. So like I wanted to make sure that guy got what he wanted. Like he wants to die in a movie, like I'll make sure you die in a movie. I'll find a way where we don't have to use blood. Can't tell you what happened, but I improv this idea and disgusted a lot of people. Disgusted myself, but the show must go on. So like
yes,
I when people see this movie, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're disgusting," and I'm just gonna say, "Thank you." You know, I did my
right,
job. So I was like,
right,
it's gonna be great. I made sure like everybody was happy. Like I said, I want to help out. Some people are upset on set and they're like, oh, I can't believe Sean's doing this. I can't believe that. Like, dude, let me we'll figure something out. Like, don't get upset. It's not the end of the world. We can still make things happen. Like, just be patient and just trust us and things like that. Like the whole crew was professional. We made everything happen overall. We worked. It was a great team. Everybody, cast and crew, the boom guy, camera guy, slate, everything. Everybody put in their hard work and effort. That's why I actually got along with a lot of the crew more than the cast too. Because I know the cast, they got to reverse things like that and mingle around with everybody. But the crew was there every day too. Like while it was cold as hell, I remember I posted a picture that I was in one of these upstairs room with a kitchen, and I think Guthrie, I forgot how to pronounce his name, but he's the boom guy. He was like, "Where the hell was there a kitchen?" And I was freezing my ass off all day. I was like, damn, think about it, like, dude, like all those actors, the talent, we get the benefits of like kind of relaxing here and there, relaxing there, but boom guys, slate guys, camera guys, directors, all these guys, they can't break away. They got to be there on the whole set. They're filming literally every scene. They got to be there. So I respect them a lot. So I made sure I made time to get to know those guys and like let them know I really, really appreciate what they do. A lot of people when they watch a movie, they just say like, "Oh, that actor was great. That actor was great," but like if you pan out that camera, you're going to see how many more people were there to actually make that one scene happen. So like because of these guys, these 7 guys and girls, they made that one person a star, but they're not getting the recognition. So I want to make sure, everybody gets the recognition and like that's why I love credits and everything. Like since I started doing movies, I can appreciate credits more because I know how hard it takes, and then they don't get their recognition like they should. Everybody should
right,
get their recognition for what they do. They're taking time out of their day, time away from their families and all that. So I
right.
respect all you guys, and I wish we could get the crew on one of your shows too, just to like get their 2 cents on their experience. Because yeah, they froze their asses off more than we did.
Yeah, yeah. You know, what's the experiences that you've learned when working on set?
Um, I've learned that you just gotta be respectful to everybody. Like pay attention too. Like I know people get excited when they're on set, and then when they're not filming, they want to talk to other people. But you gotta learn to be quiet because when you're filming, everything gets captured. Like I said, they got those boom guys. That thing picks up a lot of sounds from anywhere. And it's funny because one time we had a scene where we were shooting. I think you were there that day. I'm not sure if you were filming that scene, but we were filming a kill scene, and then I believe one of the guys that played a security guard, he was kind of talking crap in his scene. He was so his part of his lines like, "Hey, you didn't pay for a ticket. I'm gonna fuck you up," you know. Sorry if you don't allow vulgar language in there, but that's what he was
Yeah.
saying. You know, he's saying this out loud. He said it really well. I'm like, dude, this guy's believable. But then Warren, our second AD, he comes from somewhere far away. He walked up. He's like, who the hell do you guys think you are to talk shit to us over there? Like, just because we're making noise, you guys can use the megaphone and tell us to quiet down. Don't ever threaten us that you're gonna fuck us up. And we're like, none of us said that. Like, none of us said that, you know. So you gotta be really, really careful on set, like because like some people are very believable, and then other people start thinking that they're talking to you, but like no, that guy, I believe it was Kevin. That dude did a great job. I mean, like, he was very believable. Eventually, Warren came back and apologized. We explained to him what happened. I'm like, it was a scene. We weren't talking shit to you guys, but he knew that they were talking a little bit over there. But
Right.
some people pick up a sound or something like that, and like
Right. Right.
he wanted to us to do it the appropriate way, use a megaphone, like don't curse, threaten them, and so. But it was, yeah, you just gotta really, be respectful and mindful of people that are on set. Like, so if you're not shooting, don't be around, and if you're gonna be around, be very quiet, like just
Right.
very, very sensitive.
Right. So, which of the guys did you get the honor to be in film with? Was it Eric Roberts? Was it Mike? Mike, what's up, Mike?
Oh man.
Thank you for logging in. Appreciate you, brother.
Well, I had the honor of getting like all these guys right
Oh
here.
yeah,
I
everybody
got
signed it.
everybody, even Don Vic, Don's making the big, but I got to
Hey,
meet everybody. I got to see Eric Roberts, Robert Lasardo, Eileen Deeks, Brett Wagner. The only one I did not get to see and work with was Tom Arnold. So he shot day one, and I was
yeah,
barely.
he was with he was with on my set. Oh, I was
Yeah,
on his set in the
yeah,
beginning.
I was watching that. I was like, man, lucky guy. So, he was only filming that first day, and I was just arriving to Vegas that day. So I mean, like, maybe I'll meet him at the red carpet. So I'm gonna save some space on that folder. Make sure I leave a little spot for him to sign it. But he was the only one I didn't get to meet right there. Let's see. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was great. Ling was very like. There's no off switch on her. She's very hilarious. She's
Oh,
hilarious.
Bailing. Yeah, Bailing was amazing. She had me
Yeah,
laughing, especially when she did her sit over on stage. Remember when she was
yeah,
on stage? I was rolling. I could
yeah,
hear it all the way up there. It was crazy, you know.
yeah. My
And
favorite, my favorite actor that was working on that I got to witness on set was Robert Lasardo. Surprisingly, like he did a
yeah,
great job. Like I'm not sure, I don't think you were there, but he did a really great job. Like, his performance was just so believable that I felt bad for him. Like I was just standing there. The way he screams, the way he acted, his facial expressions, like it was perfect. Like I believe that's what would happen. Can't tell you what happens to him, but like I would believe that's the expression that you would have if something like that was happening to you. So I was like, God, this guy, like he was making me feel bad. I was cringing for him. I was like, oh my God, like no one was touching him. It's just his own personal acting. He just falls to the ground, screams, his facial expressions he did. It was just so believable. I love it. So I'm like, even if it's a small scene or not, like that was my favorite like moment that for like celebrity wise,
right,
watching him act. It's like it
right,
was really awesome. It's fun.
right.
And then like Eric Roberts, that guy, he's another one without an off switch as well. I remember people were telling people, hey, don't bother the talent, don't bug Eric Roberts so much. I'm like, okay, you got the memo. So I go to my room where I have to hide his mute. And the first thing he does, he's the one talking to me. I'm like, oh my god, it's Eric. I'm like, oh my god. But he kept talking to us. Like he just kept asking questions. Hey, you want to hear a joke? Or hey, like, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that. I'm like, okay. So it was really cool. It's a really cool experience to see that some big actors like that want to talk to you guys. Like I've met some celebrities at meet and greets where like they're kind of like, oh, sign your autograph here, get out of here now. But everybody on set on this one was really really cool. They would talk to you, they would take pictures with you, So it was a great experience. It was a very great experience.
Yeah, I was hoping to see more of the guys, Mike, Mike, and Robert and
Yeah,
Eric. I was hoping to see those guys, but it was it was in different sets that
yeah,
they were needed. So I was more towards the beginning of
right.
the film. So, but I got to meet Tom, um, Bailing, and a few others. on set. So it was amazing, you know. And like you said, everybody put in the work. I can't wait to see the whole film, you know, and see everybody in action.
Yeah. Hey, Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy, definitely want to see Sam. Uh, you know,
Yeah,
need a whole page. Yes.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'm really hoping this movie does really well. I have no doubt that this movie's gonna do well. Like that trailer, that teaser trailer alone is like epic and amazing, like in detail.
Mm,
Like I didn't think they were gonna show that kind of stuff. You know, so I was like, holy crap! Like, and no, this isn't only the only good stuff. A lot of people always say like, oh, that movie just looks good on commercial, but that's all the good stuff in the movie. I'm like, no, like trust me, I was there almost every day. There's
yeah.
stuff that's not in that teaser trailer though. You're gonna still want to see this movie. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping we can get like little action figures made. Like I'm a big Funko Pop collector. I even got Brett Wagner's right here. Got autographed mines when I met him last year. But if I can get a Funko Pop of my character, that'd be so awesome. Like let's make it happen, and then we can do some autograph signs. That'd be cool. I know Nicole wants to do that. Or, she wants to do some conventions where we do meet and greets. So we just gotta wait for this movie to come out, make it happen, and we can have meet and greet, sign. Like I said, you have your butt shots to sign.
You, you had to go there, Joe. You had to
I
go
got
there.
It was hilarious, dude. I was there. I saw that, and like I was like, hell yeah, dude. I'm glad they got you in the movie a little longer too. I remember you were supposed to just have a little small thing, and then they ended up giving you that bigger role.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So yeah, and that was funny, you know. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna be a backup.
right,
I was gonna be backup. So it worked out for me. Nicole and Sean asked me to, you know, if I can do the part, and I said sure, why not? Kind of like what happened to you, you know. So
yeah.
those
That's
were
what I appreciate about them. Like they see, who's actually trying to help people out, and then they're gonna give you guys a bigger thing going on down the road. Like because you were
yes,
doing the interviews for them, like I think without even charging anything like that. So I'm like, if you're willing to promote and you don't go out of your way for that, you deserve a little more credit to the movie and things like that. Just in general in life, like I really respect what you do. That's why when I was on set, everybody, you were interviewing everybody on set, and I'm like, you know what, this guy needs to get his own interview. Like, let me take over his show real quick.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That was good. Yeah, that was good. That was
like you
good.
deserve that, man. Like, come on, like
I
not too
like
many
that.
people do that. Like, if I was doing what you were doing, I would feel like honored, like someone do that for me. Like that's something I would like to do. Like when I played my music, when I was doing when I had a full band, I would have the guitarist got replaced, the bassist got replaced, drummers got replaced. But I've never been replaced. You can't really replace me. So I would always think to my head like, how would it feel like if I could see myself? So like I had that mentality, but I'm like, yeah, it's not possible. But so we're doing what you're doing. I would be like, I was doing it. I'm like, how would it feel like if I was getting it? So I thought about that. I'm like, this guy, he deserves a break. We need to know what you're all about. That was not just
Yeah,
all talking. So they need to know your rep, your background, that you've been through all this, and you know what you're talking about.
right.
You paid your dues to be where you're at and all that. So that's why I'm honored and glad to be on the Don Vic show. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
brother.
much for that.
I appreciate you. You're awesome. So, uh, what other character have you played before in the past?
Um, well, for movie wise, it's just mental patient. I did a mental patient. Then I played myself as a rocker, the rocker guy. In my music videos, I played a party guy. I played like Buddha, Jesus, like a gay guy partying and all that.
Yeah,
Because like I said, like I had a really like that's not an anti-religion song. It's more like don't shove it down my throat. Like I grew up and my dad, taught me religion, but he passed away when I was maybe like 6 or 7. So whatever he left me with is all I wanted to know about. Like whatever my dad taught me, that's what I want to know. But then you got other religions trying to shove religion down my throat, and I'm like, leave me alone. Like I'm a big supporter, I don't know the abbreviation LGBTQT, but I just say gays. I'm like I support them. So on my video, I made sure I wore a gay shirt. Like saying that like you want us to worship you, but you don't even like the gays and stuff like that. So like it's not a really good thing. So I played a little gay character in one of my music videos too for a quick second or two.
yeah,
But I play multiple roles. My main thing I want to do is like comedy, but I really love horror. So when it's a horror comedy, it's perfect. It's like best of both worlds for me. So that's why I love doing these type of movies because I get to be funny and I get to be also horror.
right, right, right. You know, I loved it. I loved the fact that I got that opportunity to play that position. Um,
Yeah.
I always said if I can get to to the screen like that, I would love to play in 3 good films. I would say army, army film. You know, an action, an action film, and what was the other one? Action. Uh, I can't remember right now, but at least those two films. You know,
Yeah.
I would like to play a role in a movie like that.
You want to be the bad guy or the hero?
Ah, the bad guy. I don't look like a good guy, do I?
Hey, don't worry
No,
about yourself, man.
no. It don't matter. It really don't matter. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
be, I just want to have that experience to play in those roles.
Right, right, right. So, what was your favorite thing on set? What was like the most thing that stood out to you?
On everything really stood out to me on set. I um especially the way that the crew was filming and they were interacting with the cast. That to me was, you know, very important because it made me feel comfortable. Made me perform better, knowing
Yeah,
that I was working with a crew that I was comfortable with.
right. Yeah. Have you worked with these guys before?
No, this is the first time. It's the first time I went out there and worked with Nicole and Sean. Um, but I've been following Sean for a while though.
Yeah,
I just didn't get to work with him or anything, but this was the first time. So that's to me that's an honor to be able to work with him.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
also knew Nicole too. I know Nicole for over 2, 3 years.
All right.
I actually remember Nicole when she first started her career. She was on my show,
Oh,
and
wow.
that was kind of like the beginning when she started.
Yeah,
I think she maybe had like a couple months in or something like that. I'm not too sure, but she was pretty new at it, and
yeah,
within 2 years, Joe, she has blown up. She's been focusing on what she wants to do, and she's gotten places.
yeah. And now she's getting Nicole Vegas views coming soon.
Yes. So make sure you guys tune in and show support.
Oh yeah.
To
Private
Nicole.
group, you gotta work your way in. So just make sure you pay your dues. And be nice.
Right.
They'll let you in.
Right. Did you get to meet Mike
Who-
Galindo? Mike Galindo?
Who's that?
He's another actor here. I believe he was.
Awesome. What did he do?
I'm not sure.
A
I'm a
lot of
jack.
people. Like,
Yeah.
I met
Okay.
almost. I met the majority of everybody. It's
Okay.
just there's like
Yeah,
so
because
many.
I know you was there longer. You was there for almost the whole
Yeah,
time. So
I
I
think
was just wondering. Yeah, I
out of the
thought
12
you
days, I
had
think I
met.
was there 9 days. 9 out of 12 days. So I think I had the first day where Tom Arnold was there when I arrived. I was not on set, and then the Sunday where they filmed at Nicole's house. I think that we took that day off. I was like, finally, like everybody in my Airbnb, nobody was filming that day, so I actually got to take a day off. So like, surprisingly, it's just what a coincidence. It was Sunday, the day of rest. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So it worked out for me. But that was the second day I didn't get to film, and then the last day was the Thursday, where they were just picking up shots and things. I think they went again to Nicole's house as well. So there was like 3 days out of the 12 that I wasn't there. So I met a lot of people. I want to say I probably did meet them. The hard part for me is there were some people with like the same names. Like there was like two Ryans, like other Mikes and things like that. So I just need to get a face to go with which one. But there were some people with similar names. So like, what's up, Mike? I know you're in the chat, but yeah, I'll find you and I'll see like, oh yeah, that's Mike. Yeah.
Right. So what's next for you?
Next for me right now is just this music video at the moment. I'm gonna be filming on April 30th. So at the end of the month, I'm filming this video. Like I said, I got Brett Wagner coming along as well in this video shoot. I'm trying to get a special effects artist, Joe Castro. I know Sean Phillips. He was in one of his movies recently, The Terror Choose 4. So I'm excited to try to get this guy on board. He used to help me out with some special effects, and if I can get him to do a cameo in it, even better. But just having him do special effects for me is like an honor for me because I love one of his movies when I was growing up called Terror Tunes 1. Now I found out about Terror Tunes 4. I'm like, I got to get involved in this somehow. But yeah, Sean's in that movie too. So that was pretty exciting. I'm like, dude, like everything I'm into, Sean's into. So obviously I got to be in the movie with this guy. This guy has like creative geniuses that I have, similar to, we like the same things, obviously. So I think he's also in Area 5150. I found out through once I was kind of snooping through the IMDb, like, where's my IMDb credit? And then I was looking through the cast, I'm like, holy crap, Sean's in this too. Like, so I was apparently in a movie with Sean as well, twice,
Okay.
and I didn't even know. So now I'm physically in a movie with him. So like, I'm kind of glad that we're doing this journey together. It's really cool, like a small world.
Right. It is. And so where can people find you if they want to, look you up or see what you've been working? I know you got an IMDb.
Yeah, I got IMDb, Juan M. Gonzalez. But it's best to find me on Instagram. More active on there under dirty_Joe87. I have the link tree in my bio, so it'll give you my IMDb pro page. They give my Facebook links, my music videos, Spotify links for my music. Pretty much anything you need to know about me is gonna be on my Instagram bio. Just find me there. You can, if you're tuning in here, you can find me here as well, and I can always send you my link. Joe Gonzalez under Facebook. But yeah, right now, honestly, I'm just doing my music video, and after that, I don't have anything else planned right now. I think I need to take a break because I've been filming since September, October. Now Desert Fiends was a 2-week project. That was tough. Like, I'm still feeling like Nicole said, like we're all still feeling
Yeah.
it. So now I just got to get this video shoot out of the way, and then after that, I'm gonna take a break unless somebody reaches out to me. And it depends what gets offered to me, But I'm not gonna do any searching right now. I'm not gonna search like what else can I get in at the moment, But if someone reaches out to me, I'm gonna look over it and see what's up. But I need a break. I'm a little burnt out.
Yeah.
I still have a family here at home to take care of. I gotta spend some time with my wife, my mom. Her birthday's coming up too, so like I need to like just relax. Smell the roses for a little bit.
Right. Right. Yeah. I definitely can't wait for the red carpet.
Oh yeah.
Go up in there and get to meet and greet everybody. Uh, so you want to send any shout outs to anyone?
Yeah, I definitely want to give shout out to my wife, her little business, James of Creation. Without her, I probably couldn't have done a lot of the stuff I've done. She lets me help promote. She promotes all my music video that comes out, all my projects, my movies. Anything I do, she shares it on her page, and she has the bigger following right now because I'm just doing music and I'm not playing live shows because I don't have a band. I do it all myself. I play the bass, guitar. I write the drums, but I paid a guy to record the drums. But so I'm not getting the following that I need because I'm not physically putting myself out there. It's just all online, and I'm not gonna pay for boosting posts and all that stuff. Like I'd rather have real fans and like real support, not just bots and paying people to like me. I'm not about that life. I'd rather do it the right way. I want to earn my respect and everything like that. So, but my wife really helps me out a lot because she's out there vending almost every month, once a month, at horror cons or horror conventions, street markets. She's hustling out there. So I want to give her a shout out. She's been paying her dues and all that. So if you guys want to follow Jane's Lyrical Creation, that's my wife. Anywhere she's at, I'm at as well, helping her, hustle so she can go walk, shop a little bit. I'll hold her booth down. And that's a free meet and greet for you guys right there. I'm a freaking celebrity now, like undercover celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
People
That's
are
right.
sleeping on me right now. They don't even know. They're not sleeping with me, but they're sleeping on me. They're missing out on a free meet and greet. So yeah, I'm a
Definitely.
musician, I'm an actor, but like I said, I can't get the credit I want right now because the movies aren't out yet. So people are like, why should I meet you? So maybe you did a bad job filming. So that's the one thing I don't like about movies is like that wait and anticipation. Like I feel like I did great on set. Everyone tells you did great on set, but then when you watch the movie, you're like, oh man, I could have done that a little bit better, But I haven't been able to see that on any of my movies yet. So,
Right.
I can't consider myself a great actor if I don't know what it really looks like. I mean, everyone says I did great, but
not until you see it, not until you kind of okay it yourself. You'd be like, okay, well, it was good.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm acting. I can't see myself, but I believe what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm like, I felt like I did it great. I think I did a good job, but I can't see what I did.
Right.
And I don't ask me to play me that back. Like we don't have that time to do that kind of stuff. So until the movies come out, that's when I can actually consider myself like a little an actual actor. I mean, I'm an actor, but I haven't paid my dues to get that title yet. Honestly, I feel I haven't got that title yet, but looking forward to it. Really.
Yeah. So we. So I want to thank you, Joe, for coming on the show. You've been great. I can't wait to see you out in Vegas for the red carpet. Stay in contact with me. Anything I can do to help promote your music, you can send it to me, and I'll promote it
Definitely.
on my page and my other platforms. And I got other platforms as well that you
Yeah.
can join and get interviewed by other podcasts just to get you out there on other
Yeah.
platforms, and other fans and viewers just know who you are as an actor and a musician and vocalist. So if you want that, I can definitely link you up to some of my other good friends, solid podcasts. The great guy Mike Wagner, he's amazing. Uh, he he is from South Dakota, but he's just so amazing that I'm gonna link you up to him so you can get on the show as well.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So I want to thank you, man. Thank you for coming on the show, and if you want to come on the show next Saturday, I'm going to have a group. I can have up to 10 people, so I want to bring all 10 so we can all kind of chat at the same time because it's been a while since we ain't seen each other. Maybe we can get Zachary up there, Zach, to get Jeff Webb,
Okay.
some of the other guys that haven't had a chance to come on the show, kind of
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
them on. Uh, on Saturday and have like a group meeting.
Big, big. That'd be awesome. Get all three mutants, the feisty fives all together.
Yes, definitely. Break Wagner, trying to get Bray Wagner up there as well for
Yeah.
Saturday.
All
And
right. All right. Yeah.
so
All
so
right. I'll tune in. I'll tune in.
okay. So thank you for coming on, and I'll see you next time.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, peace. Yes, that's Joe Gonzalez, folks, actor. So make sure you guys follow him, tune in on his page, and see what he's up to. So I'll see you guys at 7 tonight. We got Sparky Lisa coming on the show. Can't wait to talk to her at 7. So make sure you guys tune in, show the love, and remember to share, because sharing is caring. All right. So I'll see you guys at 7. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here.